Networking and sockets. C# language has access to an entire suite of networking libraries. Some of the capabilities range from low-level socket connections to wrapped HTTP classes. Implementing sockets, a socket server, a socket client, working with HTTP, performing FTP file transfers, sending SMTP mail. This server program instantiates a list string talk and initializes it with quote strings during constructor processing. The real action for this program starts in the main method. Socket operations are encapsulated in the TCP classes. This program uses the TCP listener class to create a socket connection on the local host. The example accepts a single parameter indicating the port number. After the TCP listener class is instantiated, it must be started with the start method. The client program uses sockets to request information from a server. It makes a socket connection, sends a request, and receives a reply. Working with HTTP. HTTP is what enables communication across a web. Knowing how to request a web page can be useful for caching or screen scraping, which is a good application of regular expressions. The create method accepts a string representation of an URL. Here's the statement. After an HTTP web request object is created, it can be used to obtain an HTTP web response object. This happens by invoking its getResponse method, which returns a web response object. The web response object is an abstract base class of the HTTP web response class, and a cast operation is necessary for conversion. Performing FTP file transfers. Another Internet protocol for moving files around is FTP, which is supported by the .NET. FCL, the following sections show you how to get and put files with FTP. Putting files on an FTP server. To upload files to an FTP server, you need to create an FTP request object, get a stream reference to where you want to put the file, and write the file to the stream. Getting files from an FTP server. To get a file from an FTP server, you need to create the FTP web request, open the stream to the file, read the bytes, open the stream to the file you need to create, and write the bytes to the new file. FTP servers require some type of credentials, even if it's anonymous access with a username anonymous and a password that consists of your email address. The rest of the code uses using statements to open the response system, read the bytes from the FTP server, open a file stream to the new file, and then write those bytes to the new file. Remember that the using statements are essential because they close the file streams for you.